Hi, it's Tuesday. This is Jennifer with the 5 Awesome Musicians, and today is October 14th, and I'm excited to be here with you today to talk to you a little bit about the Big 5 of general music and give you some more ideas for vocalizing that I started last week. I was really excited to hear from all of my fellow 5 Awesome Musicians. They were talking about general music last week, and it was really exciting to me to hear some undergraduates in music teacher education talk about where general music's going, their ideas of general music, and such a positive connotation. To be really honest, and this might be an interesting fact about me, Angela gave her a fun fact. When I was an undergrad, I wanted to be a band director. I did not want to be a general music teacher. I didn't understand it. Angela, Ashley, and Hannah, and our guest Lydia last week have a pretty amazing view of general music at this point in their careers. I didn't understand it. Once I understood elementary general music better, I really became enamored with it and wanted to teach it and couldn't imagine doing anything else. I wanted to give kids a really good foundation, and I think that's important. We need to give our students musical opportunities. And it's, as Angela said, it's all about learning through doing. So in my elementary general classroom, the students are doing a lot. We had textbooks, but we didn't use them often. I use them more as a resource. I pulled a lot of things for the students to do. But in every time that I saw my students, I like to have them do something from each part of the Big 4 or the Big 5. So this is what the Big 4 is, and then I'll add the 5th, because some people say there's 4 things and some people say there's 5, because the last 2 can kind of be grouped together. So 1 is singing, 2 is playing instruments, 3 is listening, 4 is creating, and the 5th, which can fit under creating, is improvising. So those are the Big 5, and I like to try to include a component of each one during each lesson because it provides a well-rounded experience for the students in the classroom and makes it engaging. So now that I've told you a little bit about that, and I do want to give a shout out to Lydia. I was so excited that you joined Hannah last week and shared some of your ideas for general music. It was nice to hear from you. So thanks for joining our awesome musician group. So some vocalization ideas for young children. Some things that I've done in the classroom. 1 is take a stuffed animal, such as, this is Fred the Frog, and Fred can only hear singing voices. He can't hear talking voices. So right now Fred doesn't know what I'm saying. So the students can get Fred to do magical tricks by using their singing voice. So they can say things like, "Fred, would you jump up and down?" And then Fred can jump up and down. "Fred, would you do a backflip?" And Fred will do a backflip. But if they say, "Fred, do a backflip," Fred can't hear you because you didn't use your singing voice. So that's Fred the Frog. It's amazing how many children can find their singing voices when they are encouraged to have Fred do some magical tricks. So another idea, I have a whole snake unit type thing that I do with vocalizations, and there's a great book called Hide and Snake by Keith Baker, and that book has hidden snakes in every page, and the students can find the pictures of the hidden snakes and then sing the line of the snake in a siren voice. To go along with that, I have a bunch of snake manipulatives that we can sing a line of. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you'll have to excuse my voice. I have a bit of laryngitis today. You can flip the snakes upside down or side to side to change the melodic line. And there's lots of different shapes. There's a circular snake, and there's some bigger curvy snakes too. So we sing the roller coaster line of the snakes. Then I found these huge pipe cleaners that are so much fun, and the students can create their own. I tell them these are their snakes, and they can create their own musical line to sing for a partner. So they can sing that, which is pretty fun. I also have a lot of these Slinkies. It's amazing to me how many children don't see Slinkies anymore, but the Slinky, one student's the director, and they hold the Slinky up for their partner, and they get to make the shape for the sirens. Woo! Woo! And they get some practice singing that way. So Slinkies are pretty cool. And lastly, I have a flying pig. This is a small pig bean bag that can fly. He's pretty magical. And this pig can only fly when he hears the sound that makes him fly. Woo! And we practice that a few times, and then I play a game of toss and catch with each student, and the student has to make a siren sound as the pig comes to them and as they toss it back to me. So it's just another way, in a fun way, to get to explore our voices and experiment with the high and low sounds our voices can make, and be able to find that nice singing voice in their high, light, upper register that we're trying to get students to focus on when they're singing, and kind of get them out of the basement, as I call it, or their talking voice. The last idea I have for you today is to refer to singing voices as a house. If students are having trouble finding their head voice or their singing voice, sometimes I talk to them and tell them that, oh, you're in the basement of the house, I'm way in the attic, can you come join me? And then they might sing a little higher. And then I'll tell them, oh, you've climbed up to the living room, but I'm still in the attic. Can you join me? And that helps them figure out where their registers, their voices are, and find that place that they need to be in. So just a few ideas for you today on some vocalizations and some fun ways to practice vocalizations. Hopefully you'll be able to use them in your general music classroom. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week, everybody.
Five awesome musicians with an X that's just our way, and that's what makes us awesome. What else can I say?